Here at the Okanagan Sun Awards banquet with the top offensive back, Cam Bedore, quarterback of the Okanagan Sun. 8 touchdown passes in the last 2 games. You feel good going in the last couple of games and now into the postseason?
Yeah, absolutely. The offense has really been rolling. We've been really relying on our defense for most of the season, and I think the last couple of games our offense has really stepped up. We've really been clicking, really becoming a unit, and now the trust is really there, and I think that'll really help us going on into the playoffs. There's not much you can say, more than how well we've performed. It's spoken for itself, really. So
you've had good receivers in the past, but is this the best receiving core that you've played with?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got so much depth. One guy goes down, and we've got 8 more that can step up and make plays. I've been playing with a lot of these guys for 4 years now that have been waiting for their shot, and they've been really taking it. Guys have been making great catches for me, running great routes. The offensive line has been running well, or blocking well. Running backs have been running well and blocking well. So everything's just going so great right now. The receivers are just fantastic. So.
How about you? How have you grown in the last 4 years? Came in here 2012, fresh out of high school, got thrown to the Wolves basically your first year. Now you're the starting quarterback of this team 4 years later. How do you think you've grown?
I think my first year, being a young guy, I was a little skittish. I was thrown to the Wolves, like you said. It was tough to stand in the pocket and trust my receivers, trust my O-line. Now this year, I feel an immense amount of trust in my O-line, especially my receivers. I can just put the ball into spots that they aren't there, but I know they're going to get there, and that just speaks wonders to my growth. My coach has been fantastic about making sure I stay tall in the pocket. I don't get too panicky. I keep my eyes downfield, and that's kind of shown in the last little while, I think. So.
How does it help you with Josiah Joseph behind you? You guys are platooning quarters. Do you feel that's an advantage to you?
Absolutely. Joe's a great guy. He makes great reads. He's a great football player. And the time I spend on the sidelines while he's in, I get to see the defense from a different perspective, right? I get to see what the coaches are seeing from the sidelines. I get to kind of see what's coming open, and then when I get to step in, I get to see those reads, from behind the line, and I'm able to make them easier because I've seen them from the sidelines. So, Joe makes a huge impact on this team, and I'm excited to see what he does in the playoffs as well as myself.
You seem to be coaching him too on the sideline. Maybe not as much as a head coach would or a quarterback coach, but you guys talk a lot, it seems, on the sideline.
Absolutely. Joe's still a young guy, and as much as I coach him, he coaches me. He sees stuff from the sidelines. I see stuff from the sidelines. We get to help each other out. They like to talk about the Kamloops Broncos having that dynamic duo. Me and Joe have been saying all year we're kind of the dynamic duo. We've been splitting time all year, and if you look at our stats together, it's head and shoulders above a lot of guys, and I think that speaks wonders for us. So.
How badly do you want to get back to the Cullen Cup? Being on the field last year, that last drive just ran short against Langley and on the home turf. How badly does Cam Bedore want to get back to that game?
Oh, there's not even an amount of emotion that can say how much I want to get back out there. That was devastating last year. We were so close. We were right there. We were inches away, and at this point, we can almost taste it. But it's just 1-0 each week. We got to focus on this week coming up, or this after this bye week coming up. Kamloops, first round of playoffs, and doing what we know what we can do. Because any given Sunday or Saturday, and depending on when we play, anything can happen, and that happened last year, right? So it's just a matter of being 1-0 each week.
What's the play? What's that one play when the receiver brings it in or the coach calls it in that you just love? You just can't wait to throw the ball to this play.
Well, without giving up too much, we've been really successful with our corner route to Lerone Robinson. He's been motioning across, and we've had that little corner route. It's been really successful for us. Kamloops managed to kind of get us away from it, but we threw in a couple wrinkles that I think will really make us successful. And when we start taking those little shots, they'll have to go away from covering that corner route, and it's going to be kind of our bread and butter for a lot of the season, as it has been. It'll be the same in the playoffs, I think.
We'll see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, sounds good.
Starting quarterback Cam Bedore joins us in the huddle.